Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Sonic CD. We're at the halfway point, and by that I mean we only have like 3 stages left. So I was a little surprised by how fast this has kind of gone. You know, because my full recording of this is about just over 2 hours. What in the hell are you talking about? 2 hours? No, it's an hour 20. Why did I think it was 2 hours long? So I guess about 20 or so minutes apart sort of does that, I guess. But yeah, Wacky Workbench. It's not really my favorite level in the game, I'll be honest with you, because the main gimmick with Wacky Workbench, as you've seen, is that the floor lights up, and when it lights up, it acts like a really, really big spring. And when you hit the floor, you bounce all the way up to the ceiling. Which is annoying because in some cases you have to go to the bottom of the stage in order to progress. So you're fighting with the stage in order to continue, which is really the problem I have with the stage. It's a good stage, but I think compared to the other stages, it's a little blah. But you know, I don't let one bad stage ruin my enjoyment of this game, because this is actually the second time I'm recording this, and I talked a lot about how I try not to let nitpicks or minor faults with a game ruin my enjoyment of things. Which, I mean, let's look at it like this. Some Sonic games have problems with them. Some more than others. I like Sonic Adventure, and a lot of people have problems with Sonic Adventure, which I can't really blame them. But do I agree that there are problems with the game? Yes. Am I going to let those problems ruin my enjoyment of the game? No. Are there problems with Sonic CD? Yes. The bosses are too easy, and the level design can be a little weird. But do I let those criticisms ruin the fun that I do have playing the game? I try not to, but at the end of the day, if a game is fun, or if you're having fun with a game, you're having fun with a game. You know, I feel like nowadays especially we try and we're sort of shaped by the opinions of other people, especially here on the YouTube scene. Like, just because I think a game is bad does not necessarily mean that you should think that that game is bad. See, that's the beauty of being human, that our experiences are can vary from person to person. I'll give you an example. I don't like Skyrim. I played it back on the 360. I did not like it. I don't know what it was about it. I'm not sure really why I don't like it, but I just didn't gel with it. Now, everybody and their brother likes Skyrim. It's critically acclaimed, won awards and all that other stuff. But I don't like it. Just because other people like Skyrim does not necessarily mean that I should like it as well. See, that's the beauty of this, that our opinions can vary. And I'm more open to giving Skyrim a shot. I have it on PC. I just haven't installed it yet. I'm more open to giving it a shot sometime in the future. But I'm gonna go into that. I'm gonna go into that again with the idea that I don't like this game. I don't know what it was. I just didn't like it. But yeah, which I guess sort of ties into what a lot of people say, that, oh, video games are boring nowadays. Oh, there's nothing fun coming out anymore. To which I think is a ridiculous, very ridiculous opinion to hold. Like if you're playing only the major releases, then, well, it's no wonder that you think gaming is becoming boring and stale, because all you're playing are just those major releases. There's lots of other stuff. Lots of other stuff that comes out that aren't the major releases. Like, yeah, everybody looks forward to them, but you can just play older games. There's nothing wrong with that. You could just play older games. Get into something new. You don't have to be stuck playing just 2K and Call of Duty. I say this as someone who played a lot of Call of Duty in high school. There are more games out there. Shocker of all shocks. Anyway, I'll probably get back to that tangent in a little bit. Now for Stardust Speedway. Stardust Speedway kind of seems like Starlight Zone on crack, if you really think about it. Which sort of leads into what I was talking about last part, about how CD sort of feels like they took Sonic 1's design philosophy and ran with that, which is probably why they also used Sonic 1, the Sonic sprite from Sonic 1 for CD. Obviously, not a detriment to the game, but it's just something that you sort of notice. There was one thing, at least, yeah, there was one thing I actually had to cut. Technically two things, but that's for the boss fight here. I say here, but it's only for Stardust Speedway. So, next act, what happened is that I time traveled into the future to show off the good future for Stardust Speedway. And for some reason, through time travel, I managed to get myself into a spot that I couldn't get out of, no matter what. So I just cut that. But I did leave a few deaths in, particularly here in Act 2, which you'll see when that shows up. Oh yeah, it's coming up here. Yeah, so this little area here changes depending on your... on where you are in the past or the future. Here is an Eggman statue being in progress of being built. Like right there. Did I cut that? Did I really cut that out too? Oh, that was... Man, if I did cut that out, that's a little disappointing. I'll probably put that in at the end. Because what happens is I just sort of clip through everything somehow. And I hit the bottom. But yeah, that was kind of funny. But yeah, In the present, it's an Eggman statue being built. In the past, it's a church. In the bad future, the statue is finished. And in the good future, I think it's still finished. Anyway, hey, why is this the bad future? Good question. I'm not really sure why. I think it's probably because just to have some parity with it being the Metal Sonic fight. Or I should say Metal Sonic race. Because when I practiced this months ago, I used the 2011 PC version, which you also can't buy anymore. And this was the good future on that. But yeah, the Metal Sonic race. This motherfucker decides to... He's got two attacks. If you're ahead of him, he charges at you. And if you're behind him, he releases an electric shield. So, the problem with this is that he catches up to you faster than the fucking AI in Mario Kart 64. And right there, I screwed myself over. So yeah, that's what happens if you lose. You get blocked off, and you get killed by the instant-death laser from Eggman. Now let's do that, but actually win. I died about 4 times here. That was the 4th death. So this is the one where I actually win. Thank God. Otherwise, we'd be here all day. Well, not really all day, but a lot longer than normal. Besides, I figured you guys would at least be a little bored with me continuously dying at this. But yeah, Metal Sonic's kind of like the outlier of the game, where his race is the most challenging part of CD. I also struggle with it too, like as you see here, as my life flashes before my eyes. And with that, we will never see Metal Sonic again. For now. Until Heroes. Or actually, at this point, it would be probably Sonic R. Anyway, we've rescued Amy, which means that this is the end of the part. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you for the finale. You guys have a great day.